Welcome back to Texas Today. Facebook has come under a lot of fire recently. We've been talking about it for its leak of millions of people's personal data.
Yeah, in fact, it just got worse last night, just announcing there's even more people. Did you say data or data?
I say data.
Okay, very good. Jamie Kennedy pointed out I've been saying this wrong for years and years.
What do you say?
Data. Data.
Data?
How's
I know
your data?
people who say data.
I know, but it doesn't sound nearly as British.
Tomato.
As when Jamie says it. Jamie, how am I doing here? The hashtag delete Facebook has become popular, but do we have to go to extreme lengths here to protect our data?
Well, your data, you might have to protect that a little bit more. But Chris and Heidi, as we mentioned earlier in the program, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg will now testify in Washington on the leaked data. The company has also come out and said that the number of people's data to have leaked is actually much higher at 87 million. So what can you do to protect your Facebook data from prying eyes? It's all to do with third-party apps. What are third-party apps? They are the ones like Starbucks, Netflix, any app that requests access to your Facebook profile or where you have used your Facebook profile to log into an app. So how do we protect ourselves? Well, it's all about limiting the apps and what they can access. Now, if we look on the computer here, we're just on the Facebook home screen. If we click on this little arrow down here, it'll bring up our menu. And if we go to settings and then head over to apps, these are all the third-party apps that have access to all my Facebook information through my profile. Now, if we click on one of them, you can actually see, over here with the edit, you can see what it has access to. So it has access to my public profile, my friends list, my birthday, which is wrong. I keep saying that. Exactly. So it has a lot of information. Now, you can individually actually take that away, and so now it would not have access to that. But when I log into Yelp, I may not be able to do that because I haven't given it the access it requires. So you've got to be careful of that if you use these apps, if you use your Facebook profile to log into these apps. Now, alternatively, you can also go ahead and what's a new feature is select them all, and you can remove them all at once rather than doing individually. Now, if we have a look at the phone's a little bit different. Now, this is an Android phone, so it's going to be a little bit different to an Apple setup, but the same sort of thing. If you go into account settings, and then if we go down to apps over here, and then logged in with Facebook, now here again you can see the different apps that have access to all my information. Now, Bands in Town, if you go to view on that, you can see again all the different information it has access to. So a lot of information there. And once again, you can go and select them all and remove them if you feel like they have too much information of yours. So guys, lots of stuff you can do to actually protect yourself. So if you don't want any of these apps to have your information, you have to remove them, but just be aware that when you go into the app, you may not be able to access it anymore because you haven't given it the permission. You have to start up a new account on it, and then you can actually not use your Facebook login, but actually your email and a password of your choosing, Chris and Heidi.
So basically, if we want the app, Jamie, we have to be willing to compromise a certain amount of our information, at least if we want that app to work at 100%, you know, as far as what it can do.
Exactly. If you already have the app and you don't want to lose anything of it, like you saw I have Yelp up there, so I have a number of different restaurants and such that have got that have information of mine that I use that I've favorited. If you don't want to restart that, you're going to have to let it have the permission still.
Yeah. You know, us talking about this, I was following along with your, Android. I was finding the same for my iPhone. I have tons of apps that I didn't even know have my information, which include, some of those quizzes that you take on Facebook.
Right.
They're all on there. I mean, I have a lot of deleting to do.
Yeah.
There's
and
a lot
some of the phones come with
there.
preloaded apps as well.
Wow,
so.
This is amazing. I can see how now all of our information is compromised.
Told you Jamie was good with this stuff. He's good with the computers. Thank you, Jamie. That's very informative.
Thank you so much, Jamie.
Yeah.
And it is our Texas Today Talker of the Day, so go to our Facebook page, weigh in, tell us if you've done what we're doing right now and taken some of the apps off of your Facebook app. Let us know, comment below, and we'll share your comments in the 6:30
Just don't turn
hour.
the channel. Just don't turn us off.
Yeah, no. Stay here so we can share your comments.
Otherwise, you'll